Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well and welcome to the second video of this entire series. In the last video, we discussed what are public folders and public folder mailboxes. We discussed public folder architecture, how public folder mailboxes hierarchy is designed. We discussed how public folder mailboxes hierarchy is replicated to other public folder mailboxes and how email applications connect to public folder mailboxes. In this particular video, I will be showing you how we can create public folders and public folder mailboxes in Exchange Admin Center. I will be showing you how we can access public folders in Outlook Client. I will be showing you how we can create new folders inside public folders and how we can add public folders in favorites within Outlook Client. If you want to create public folders from Exchange Admin Center, you can navigate to public folders. If you do not have a public folder or public folder mailboxes within your Exchange organization, you will receive this warning. No public folders exist in this organization. Before you create a public folder, please make sure that you create at least one public folder mailbox. So before you create a public folder, you need to create a public folder mailbox so that the hierarchy and the contents of the public folders can be saved within that public folder mailbox. So first we will move to public folder mailboxes, and here we will click on plus and we will create a public folder mailbox. You can specify a name here, for example, public folder mailbox 1. Click save. It will take a couple of seconds and then it will create a public folder mailbox. So this public folder mailbox is created now. Now here we can see the public folder mailbox 1, which is created. You can check the mailbox usage as well. The size or the storage space which is allocated for this public folder mailbox is 100 GB. Now you are ready to create public folders. If you want to create a public folder, you can click on plus, and here you need to give it a name. For example, public folder 1 or PF1. Now, the first public folder that you create within your Exchange organization, that public folder is called root public folder. And the root public folder is identified with this slash. Click save, and this will create a public folder. So now this public folder is created. When you create a public folder, that public folder will be mail disabled public folder. In Exchange organization, there are two types of objects. One is mail enabled and the second one is mail disabled. Mail enabled object is the object that has an email address assigned. That is called mail enabled. Mail disabled object is the object that do not has an email address assigned. So as of now, the public folder is mail disabled. Under mail enabled, we can see no. That means this public folder is not a mail enabled. So if you want to change this public folder to mail enabled public folder, you can click on enable, click on yes, and this public folder will be changed to mail enabled yes. So this is the root public folder that we have created. This is the first public folder. If you want to create another public folder, you can click on plus. Here you can type the name. Again, this public folder will be a root public folder because we haven't created a subfolder or sub public folder inside these public folders. If you want to create a subfolder inside public folder, you can click on this public folder and here you will click on plus. So now here you can see the path of this public folder is changed to root pf1. That means you are creating a subfolder inside public folder 1 public folder. So here you can specify public folder 2, a name, and then click OK. Now here you can see the path. The path of public folder 2 is this public folder 2 is inside public folder 1. So public folder 1 or PF1 is the root public folder and pf2 is subfolder of pf1 public folder. If you want to create another public folder inside pf2, you can click on plus, and here you can give it a name and click OK. Now here you can see the path of pf3. pf3 is created inside pf2. pf2 is inside pf1. So this is the path of pf3. So similarly, if you want to create more public folders, you can click on plus. Here you can create one more, pf4. Similarly, you can create pf5. Now, in the first session or in the last session, we discussed public folder mailboxes are of two types: primary public folder mailbox and secondary public folder mailbox. The first public folder mailbox that you create within your organization, that is called primary public folder mailbox hierarchy, which contains the hierarchy of your public folders, and that contains the writable copy of the public folder hierarchy. If you create another public folder mailbox within your Exchange organization, if I give it name PF mailbox 2, click OK. Now this PF mailbox 2 will become the secondary public folder mailbox, which contains or which will hold the contents of the public folders and the hierarchy of the public folder mailboxes. If you want to access public folders from Outlook client, for that, within your Outlook client, you will click on these three dots and then you will click on folders. On the left, you will see public folders, and next to public folders, you will see your email address. You need to expand public folders and then expand all public folders. So here you will see all the public folders that are created within your Exchange organization. However, you will not be able to modify all the public folders because for that you need certain permissions. If you have honor permission on public folders, you can create a public folder within public folders, or even you can delete the contents of the public folder as well. If you want to create a subfolder inside public folder, you can right click on the public folder and then go to new folder. Here you will give a name for this public folder, for example, test PF. Under folder contains, you need to specify what type of folder you want to create. You want to store contacts within that particular folder. You want to create form, journal items, or email items, or notes. For example, I want to store contacts. I want to create a contacts folder inside a public folder. So I will select contact items and then I will click OK. If you do not have permission on a public folder, you will receive this error. Cannot create the folder, you do not have permission to create a subfolder. I have permission on public folder 1, I believe, because yes, I have created one folder, so I can show you here. If you want to create a folder, you will right click and then you will go to new folder. Here you will give it a name, for example, test contacts. And here you can select contact items and click OK. This will create a folder inside PF1. So here you can see test contacts is created under PF1. This is the subfolder which is, or this is the sub public folder which is already created inside PF1, and contacts folder is created inside PF1-1 public folder. So this test contact is created inside PF1. If you want to create a public folder or a sub-public folder where you can store your emails, for that you can right-click, new folder, give it a name, for example, test email public folder, and here you will select mail and post items. Click OK, and this will create test email PF subfolder inside this public folder where you can store your emails. So this way you can create subfolders inside public folders. Now you can share these folders with other users as well by going to properties, and then you can go to permissions, and from here you can assign permissions on these public folders or these subfolders, and you can share them with users. If you want to add a public folder in favorites, you can right click on that particular public folder and then go to add to favorites. Here you can specify a name that you want to give to this particular public folder. You can give it a custom name, for example, test pf2, and click add. So this particular public folder will be added within your favorites, and the name will be changed to the name that you have specified. So this is how you can add public folders as a favorite public folder within your Outlook client. In the last session, we discussed that Outlook client uses Auto-Discover service to fetch all of the details of public folders. When Auto-Discover service runs, it retrieves an attribute which is public folder information, which contains the SMTP address of public folder mailbox. So let me show you how you can check that particular attribute. Within Outlook client, you need to run one test, which is test email auto configuration test. You will hold control button on your keyboard, and then you will right click on Outlook, and then you will click on test email auto configuration. In this window, you will type your email address, and here you need to uncheck these two options and make sure you have checked use auto discover. Then click on test. Once it is completed, go to XML. Scroll it down, and here you can see public folder information attribute, which contains the SMTP address of your public folder mailbox. In the next video, I will be showing you how we can manage public folders from PowerShell. I will be showing you how we can create public folders and public folder mailboxes using PowerShell commands. So if you have learned something new from this particular video, please write in comments and please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions related to the topics that I'm posting, feel free to write in comments. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Take care.